Yeah, second half. Right after we scored, Carlos scored. I would say it's kind of normal to feel that way and to unconsciously sit back a little bit deeper. Um, I think that at that moment, even if you want to step up again individually, sometimes you find yourself as a team that not everyone is on the same page. So someone wants to step, the other ones kind of hesitate at that same moment. So then the ones that wanted to step think that it's time to sit back, and the ones that were kind of hesitating wants to step are the ones wanting to step again. So um, it creates that kind of a confusion within the team. But I think that for us, the change came from the bench as soon as the coach started moving pieces and bringing fresh people with fresh legs on the field. Kind of naturally, we went back to stepping and being aggressive as a team. Luckily, and I think that also because we deserved, we scored the second goal and we got the 3 points. But yeah, it's a tricky situation. Good one for us to learn heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, how does that? How important will that be? Because it's one and done. So there's no, the subs could come through for you again, but like you said, luckily you guys got the result. It happened. I'm sure you've now watched it in video. So how important is that experience going to be, particularly to that first playoff game?
It's going to be probably one of the keys for us to get the result and move to the next round. We know how strong we are at home. And again, those inputs or those changes will come from the bench, will come from our own players, will come from the stands. That you all know how important they all are for us. You are all for us. It's going to be again a few little games within the same game that we will have to manage and play to our best. And I think that we are confident. First, we have to finish the job this Sunday at home, bring a good game and a good win for our fans to end the season, the regular season, and that will prepare the team for our first final this Thursday on the 20th.
Ilie, I know you guys are looking forward to this weekend and then, of course, playoffs, but just one more time, I want to focus on what happened in Portland. And, after every victory, you guys have these iconic photos of everyone in the dressing room celebrating, right? But this time, there was a photo up in the stands, and you guys got to climb up and be and stand with some of the traveling supporters, with some of the ownership, some of the staff. Can you describe, like, the feeling for you in that moment and, like, what it meant and what maybe the players were talking about going up there and you guys taking this photo kind of with the whole group, the whole LAFC community this time?
Well, it was so special. It was, I think, just a gesture to give all the fans that made the trip, give them back what we got from them during 90 minutes, 90 plus minutes. Portland is one of the best fan base in MLS. Why not in the world? But during 90 plus minutes, I think that all we got from the stands, it was our own fans chanting and pushing the team for the win. Obviously, for us, it's a very important achievement. Supporter Shield means that we've been the best team, the most regular team throughout 34 games. And as you know, our record at home, it's impressive. It's a good one. And that's also because of the people that support the team every single game. On the road, even more credit to the people that made the trip and that spent the weekend, their energy during the game. And for us to share, it's their trophy, right? Supporter Shield. So for us to be able to share that moment for them, that I'm sure that it's same or even more special than for us, it was a good reward.
Just one more from me, and that's, you played at other clubs, and fan bases are different everywhere you go, but what's been similar and different about the LAFC supporters in this, the first season you've been here?
not just the first season, which I could experience it as a local, but also when I've played against LAFC these past years, the difference that our fans have is that no matter the result, you won't see them changing their attitude towards the team, their motivation, their ambition. They will keep cheering and pushing the team till the end. That's for 90 plus minutes. And that's something that you cannot find in many other places. For us, it gives confidence, it keeps our motivation high, and we know that they expect the max from us. So it's all about focusing for 90 plus minutes to give all our fans what they deserve. Obviously, after the game, they can do whatever they want. They can have their opinions. They can, but what makes them different is that during the game, they are there for us no matter what. Thank you.
Is the Supporters Shield as meaningful as MLS Cup, or should it be?
Yes. Ilie Sanchez, for me, Supporter Shield is a very important trophy. It's one that I really wanted for my career, for my teammates' career, for my coach's career. But you know, this question comes in a tricky moment because we already achieved it. So now that importance gets disminuida, como que baja un poco.
Yeah, you diminished a little bit.
It diminished a little bit because what we have in front of us, it's today a bigger goal. So MLS Cup, it's going to be important, special, a great achievement, the first one for this club if we are able to get it, and it's what we have in our minds today and until the 5th of November.
You played on some very good Sporting Kansas City teams. You've played against some of the best teams MLS has ever had. Coming to this club, is this club different than teams that you've seen that have been very good? The Atlantas, the Torontos, some of the teams that we've seen the last few years?
I've had 3 times all the way playoff, all the games at home with Sporting Kansas City, and I've never gotten the MLS Cup. We were very strong. We had a strong team, strong coach, coaching staff, strong fan base. They are also one of the best ones in the league. But I think the expectations in this club since day one has been higher. We all feel that positive pressure, not exactly coming from the club, but also from everything that surrounds this team. So honestly, it makes me feel engaged, motivated throughout the whole season, but now even more knowing that it's going to be something, or it can be something that we will share, all of us, you included, management, ownership group, fans, staff members, players, that we will share forever, because it's going to be the first one if we can achieve it.
The depth of this team on every line, the talent on this team at every line, the strength of the coaching staff, all of that. It seems to me that an argument can be built that in terms of the team itself, rather than what it accomplishes, that this might be the best team MLS has put together.
I don't know about that. What I know is that we are training on the field across the street and this week, and the other day I was coming from the other field, kind of the last of the group, and I was observing my teammates, counting each one of them, the positions they played in, and I couldn't believe how good they are individually for each position on the field. So it's something that I've never had in my career, not in MLS, but also not in the other clubs I played for, and it makes you feel as a player very confident. Also, we have a responsibility that we have to follow everything that Steve has planned for us, for this team, and the better we do it, the more we do it, it's what's going to give us the reward at the end. We can be the best players individually in the league, as you said, in the history of the league. I don't know about that because this league had really good squads and really good players playing in. But definitely, I'm very proud of my teammates. I'm very proud of being here and surrounded by so much quality.
My last question is just, how would you characterize Steve as a coach? What's unique about him?
He has a very clear message, clear ideas since day one. He adjusted very well to the club's culture and game model that LAFC has been practicing since day one, but he also brought his own ideas. What makes him special or different from the coaches I had in the past is that, because I cannot talk about the other coaches I've never had, only the ones that I've worked with, is that he manages the group in a very modern, I would say, modern way to do it. He is clear, he is demanding, but he doesn't put too much pressure when the team doesn't need it. So he knows the timing of his interventions, and again, that keeps the environment relaxed until game time. And then on game day, he knows how to step and what to say to the team when we are struggling on the field. Thank you.
Okay, we'll take questions from Zoom now, starting with Max Bretos.
Thank you, Crystal. Ilie, I forgot to ask this to Steve, but that moment when he brought in Theo and Bale, it clearly looked like LAFC was going for the win. And even though you could clinch the Supporters' Shield this week, but was that kind of the verdict? Like, hey, we're going for this. We're getting this victory today. We're gonna clear the bench and see if we can get it.
It's the first time in my career that I'm actually agree with the coach when they sub me off. I was so excited that these great players, quality players, offensive players were coming to the field, because I knew that the mentality, the aggressiveness at that moment from Steve, it was going for it. I actually wasn't thinking the same way. I was just playing my game, but once I sat in the bench, I realized that that movement was the right one to do, and it worked. So yeah, credit to him, credit to his coaching staff, because they really won that game in the last 10-15 minutes.
And this game, it feels like obviously there's a celebration, but there's also a kind of a dress rehearsal for you guys, because after this it'll be whatever from 10 to 13 days until you play again. How do you get the most of this final game so that you keep this form for the postseason?
No problem. We have a challenge, and it's to finish with 70 points, which is a pretty good number of points for the regular season of 34 games. We've talked inside the locker room between the players that for us to be able to get the Supporters' Shield, we would have to make 2 points every game, and we are keeping up with that record. We just need one more point, but obviously the 70 points number, it's even more exciting. And again, for us, we just want to celebrate with our fans the same way that we celebrated with the fans that were in Portland on Sunday. So there is no better way that to celebrate than winning the game, spending time with them after, and close this chapter, heading into the bigger one in 15 days.
Thanks, Ilie.
Thank you, Max.
Last question for Ilie from Josue Lopez.
Thank you so much. ¿Qué tal, Ilie? Buenas tardes. Primeramente, felicidades por el Supporters' Shield. Y este trofeo les da la ventaja de que no van a salir de casa de aquí hasta posiblemente el día 5 de noviembre y solamente tienen un partido perdido en el banco. ¿Qué ha sido la clave para que el LAFC sea tan bueno en su estadio? ¿Es una cuestión táctica, el apoyo del público? ¿Qué se ha hecho bien para que se mantenga un buen récord en casa?
Es uno de los mensajes que mandábamos entre nosotros, que mandaba Steve antes de jugar en Portland, y de que era de que si ganábamos en Portland, ganábamos el Supporter Shield y era nuestro último viaje seguro de esta temporada. Como bien dices, nosotros somos conscientes de lo que nos favorece jugar en el Bank, rodeados y enfrente de nuestra afición, y yo creo que no hay mucho secreto, ¿no? Somos un equipo agresivo, un equipo ofensivo, un equipo que le gusta ser el protagonista durante los 90 minutos, y siempre es más fácil, y más incluso en esta liga, el hacerlo en casa. Tienes el apoyo de tu gente, que te empujan hasta el final del partido, descansas en casa, no tienes que viajar, no hay cambio de clima, no hay cambio horario, todo ayuda a que estamos enfrente de nuestros amigos, familiares, de todo el staff, de todos vosotros, y es pequeño detalle tras pequeño detalle lo que nos hace que seamos más fuertes. No te sabría decir mucho más secreto que el que nuestra motivación y nuestra mentalidad es más agresiva jugando en casa, y creo que nos beneficia por las cualidades que tiene este equipo y estos jugadores.
Y por otra parte, ayer se anunció la Leagues Cup, va a ser un torneo de un mes y todo. Por una parte van a tener la oportunidad de competir contra equipos de Liga MX, pero por otra va a ser un calendario más apretado de lo que ya está. ¿Qué piensas de este torneo nuevo que se acaban de sacar ayer?
Pues es otro torneo, será otra motivación. No dudo que el club tendrá la misma ambición que por cualquier otro torneo en los que participamos. Trabajo para Steve, para John, para Will durante las vacaciones para encontrar pues esa profundidad en la plantilla, para hacer los cambios que crean necesarios y para convertir este equipo en un equipo todavía más fuerte y más fiable, si cabe, porque van a ser muchos partidos, porque va a ser durante el verano, porque van a ser viajes, rivales nuevos. Entonces, para nosotros como jugadores, estamos aquí para ello, para competir, para entrenar, y a partir de ahí pues estar disponibles para cualquier partido o competición en la que nuestro club participe. El LAFC es un club grande, de los más grandes de Estados Unidos, y que puede equipararse a los de México, así que estaremos preparados para lo que el club necesite y para intentar ganar todo lo que juguemos.
Oye, decías hace ratito en inglés que fue la primera vez en tu carrera que estabas de acuerdo con tu sustitución. ¿Cómo fue eso? Detalle.
Sí, porque al final nos acababan de empatar el partido. Creo que nosotros era una oportunidad muy importante la de poder ganar en Portland y convertirnos en campeones del Supporter Shield. Y con ese cambio el Steve demostró que estaba... pues que lo daba todo por ganar el partido, porque al final quitó un mediocampista, en este caso a mí, para meter un delantero más, y acabamos jugando con un 4-2-4, que es una formación que te lo dice todo, ¿no? Muy ofensiva, muy agresiva, y que dio sus frutos. No estaba contento, lógicamente, pero sí que estaba de acuerdo con que el míster fuera a ganar, y también agradecido por su trabajo, por su confianza y porque nos ha llevado a ser campeones.
Gracias y mucho éxito. Suerte.
Gracias, José.